Hello there everybody, welcome back. Got Lego Creator 3-in-1 set. It's actually giving me my first Creator set and my first kind of modular set, so I'm really excited for it. It is Lego set 31097 Townhouse Pet Shop and Cafe. 969 pieces. So I'm really excited for this build. It's definitely gonna be interesting for me. I'm not sure where I'm gonna display it. I'm also going to try to hopefully get up a display, well, not a display, but a set review for you guys, just in general of all the sets I have, or maybe just like a set overlay. But enough about that. Let's talk about the set. Again, I am excited for the followers that I have, or the subscribers I have that follow my Instagram. I think one of the biggest things that I really am always impressed with are these small sets that have a ton of detail. And one of the nice things about this set is each little like housing unit or little unit itself has got its own little display and own little like unique kind of detail to it. So I'm excited to get into that and kind of show it off piece by piece, and then how it comes together. It does have 6 bags inside, and then it also has an instruction book that gives you all 3 different builds. I will be building the main build, and maybe over time I might tear it apart and build one of the others. The other one that I was kind of impressed with, I'll flip it to the back, was like the street view one. So this one down here on the bottom, let me get it a little zoomed in for you guys. So I'm using the GoPro and its app, and it's not always the best. And it's not allowing me to zoom in now because we're already in the recording session. So I'm sorry about that. So let's try to get in there a little bit for you guys. So the other build I would probably do is this one right here. Just not really a big fan of the big one over here. So let's get this open, let's get building, and let's get to bag 1. Alright guys, we got bag 1 all wrapped up. It does come with 1 minifig in this, and this really cool hot dog stand. The detail on this is just absurd. Like, so the one thing I really liked about the top here is like they have that 4x1 brick that gives you that mustard look, and then they added those 2 little flowers that add relish. Like, that was all honestly just super impressive to me. And then on the side here, you can kind of just see the overlay of the little card itself. And this cool little minifig guy. Got his little Hawaiian shirt on. Got the goatee. Nothing super special about him, but you know, a cool little minifig. And he does fit right on his cart and stands. Oh, whoops. And he stands up really well with this. You just kind of gotta finagle it just a little bit. There we are. And then I'll kind of pull this off to the side, bring it back for the next part, and then the coffee shop. Really impressed with this coffee shop, guys. So just the front itself, you have the fire hydrant, the little coffee like shop sign, the door that opens up, this archway. Really cool how they did the archway on that. So on the back side, I'll show you here in a little bit, because it is 6 different windows, but they layered it with the brick on top, so you really, or overlay I should say. And this nice little light. So I don't know if you guys can see all that, but I'll bring it a little closer so you can kind of get a good view of all of that. And then we'll work on to the back side. That is a lot of detail for a very small space. So they have that overhead light, the table, the chair, the bench. I mean, just a ton of little detail inside of there that I really like. And even this little cash register over here as well, with a little light above it. I like small spaces, a lot of detail. I mean, they could have just maybe put just the bench there. Maybe they could have just put the table there, right? But they added so much more. And then this bench, I really like the stud on the flat surface, because it's actually a lot easier to get your minifigs in and out of there. So like if you wanted to put a minifig there, like he's sitting at the table, you could. But so far, really impressed with just this one little modular piece of this. I mean, this looks really good. And then, oh yeah, you can kind of see those 6 windows there. So from the outside, look how much better that looks. Again, just little techniques and just like all this little detail they add in here, like, right? Really nice. For this video, I don't think I'm gonna put the final review up. I think I'm gonna make you guys watch it kind of come together so you guys have a good understanding of each little modular piece. All right, on to bag 2. Bag 2 all wrapped up. Equally impressed with the second little modular. I wish the yellow was either like a little deeper or maybe brighter, but that's just me being nitpicky. Other than that, again, detail, detail, detail. Small little details they didn't need to add, but they did add to make it look great. So you can kind of see on this view right here, you have that little flower pot in the front. Yeah, I've also added one on the side. Also, this door opens on the inside. Again, like small little detail like this really does impress me, because this would be how a door would open if it was like an interior door on an apartment. So when we get to the back side of this, you'll kind of see that. But even like this window right here, like that, right? They could have just put a window in there, but they added a little extra. Even with like the little pillars right there, like that's super impressive to me. And then on the inside, not a whole lot, but still enough to be impressive, right? So you have on this side right here, a little kitchenette, that little sink, and look what they did with that sink. Look how crazy that is. Just that little bit of detail. And then the oven, the stove, right? Like pretty impressive what they can do with just a little space and a little bit of bricks. They even added a little plant in there. And on that side, you have the bookshelf. So again, just a lot of little bit that adds a lot. I think that's the biggest thing I can say about like these sets that aren't, obviously the set will be big when it's done, but each little one is, I kind of view like its own little set. So we'll bring in the other one, bag 1, and then just kind of placed right on top, and there you go. Finishing bag 2. Bag 3 all wrapped up. So we got the roof and like kind of like the little park slash cafe region area over here. So the roof obviously just goes on top, but again, look at this guys, little detail right here. It's supposed to be like a little garden, and they even added a pair of scissors. Let's see if I can get it out of there without, right over here, just put them right in the corner. So just another little, you know, extra added piece to that roof. They didn't have to put that in there, but it's nice, especially because, you know, we will see the top of it. Oh, well, there we go. And then just a little bit of detail on top to make it more of like, you know, a little bit more unique than just a normal roof line. So you have all this detail right here, which is really, really nice. And then over here we have, like I said, this little cafe area. I actually really like the cafe area. I think it's quite nice. Nothing really horribly crazy to it, but a little added, you know, effect. We even got, you got a little dog over here, the bird on top of the tree, little flower pot, got your croissant that one of your minipigs can eat, and then this printed piece right here, that is a menu. So I thought that was kind of cool as well. And then it just snaps right in. There you go. Bag 3 all wrapped up. Bag 4 all wrapped up. Got the pet shop on the bottom. This may be my favorite one so far. Probably actually is my favorite one so far. A lot of cool detail on the inside. Even the outside's got a lot. So you can kind of see. You got a little bin here with the 2 balls and the dog bones. Got your ATM right here, and that's got a crazy amount of detail just in that alone. They even went as far as like to open it up with the like safe and a lot of the other ones and put a little money in there. Really nice old man there, the shopkeep. So really, really nice front display of the pet shop. I'm gonna move him out of the way for now. And then also just kind of like this little display for the pet shop, like his little banner. And then even like, you know, you got the little overlay here over the door. I can't think of the name for it right now. But just in general, a lot of cool display on the outside of this set. And then we come to the back side, and honestly, there is just a ton in here. So you have the toucan, which you can see from the outside. You have a little mouse and cheese on the bottom here, which is supposed to look like he's in a little cage maybe. Uh-oh, we lost some pieces. And then I'll take this out so you guys can see it, but they even got a little fish tank in here. So a lot of cool detail added to this just inside of the pet shop, and even just a little bit extra on the side over here, right? Just like the paint's coming off a little bit. Also, huge fan of this blue color. That might be, quite honestly, my favorite color so far, coming along with as well. I think it really pops, really stands out, and all the other colors really kind of go with it really well. Man, those balls went everywhere. But in general, again, just a nice small details that add a lot of detail. I can't really say that enough. And also got the little door, I almost forgot about the door. But in general, another great modular here. This one has got just a ton of detail. I have no idea where the green one, it rolled off the table, and I don't think I can find it right now. And then it does connect just real easy with the Technic pieces on the side here. Now I said easy, and it's not going to go easy now, right? There we go. And then there'll be 2 more modulars that go on top of the pet shop. On to bag 5. Bag 5 all wrapped up. What'll be the second floor that goes above the pet shop. Again, super impressed. I can't say that enough, guys. I really can't. There's just all this little detail that goes into each one of these little floors that really add just a little extra character to each one. So the big one I like about this on the outside is this like sliding glass door, right? So like, or curtains, I don't know what you want to call it. That's kind of like a fun feature, right? Maybe curtains, I don't know. But we got the stoplight, which it'll be a little bit more dominant once we get to putting it on top of the pet shop. And then we'll move around to the side here. You got the coffee shop sign. So that'll be a little bit more for that little park area. So we'll kind of go over that once we put it on top of that pet shop. And the inside of this, again, just not a whole lot going on, but still the crazy amount of detail they added to the entertainment center and the couch for your minifigs. If you look at it, don't judge me, but one of those is in backwards. I got to fix that once we get done with this video. If you notice, I did put that one on backwards. It should be the other way. My bad, guys. But so you got this bookshelf over here / entertainment center. So I always like how they add that bookshelf. A lot of my other sets do show that off as well. But they added this so it can kind of swivel. So that's a nice little feature right there for the television. Then you do have your couch over here for minifigs. And then just like a nice little potted plant, little added extra. I do wish they kind of did something with the brick area over here. I just maybe something just kind of plain, even if it's like a sticker or just something to put up here. I think it'd have been a little bit nicer, just because you could almost hit it behind the coffee sign. So like you could easily put something here. Let's take it out real quick, maybe. So I think you could have put another Technic piece right here, and it would have been hidden really well. And then put like maybe like a little like something like maybe like a picture or like a frame of something. I think it's just something to add a little bit extra detail to that wall. But that's just me being very nitpicky compared to the other ones, which I think have a lot of detail. This is just a little less, but you know, beggars can't be choosers every once in a while. And then let's get it, I'm gonna move it out of the way. Let's get it on top of the rest of this. So it will go on top of the pet shop. So let's get it up there. Not always the easiest getting these on there. Gotta line them up. There we go. So there's that traffic light. So all 3 sides have the light on it, which is really, really nice. And then this area, if you remember when I did the bag 3 wrap up, I believe this had this little menu right here. So I think this is that coffee area, which really cool detail there. It's really coming together. On to the last bag. Bag 6 all wrapped up, and the build is complete. Another little sliding door here, which those are really cool. I like that. And then on one side we have the air conditioning and like a little light here. And then on the other side, the balcony. So one thing I didn't kind of consider, and I'll kind of bring it up when we go to adding it to the top, is that it's basically supposed to be a dual unit, so that detail kind of gets added. And then on the top here, we have a solar panel. So that's actually a really cool detail. This balcony is actually really nice. I like this, like how they kind of made it look like wood paneling on top. I thought that was really cool. And again, just little added detail. I'm a huge fan of little added detail. It adds just that little extra to it. And then back here, that we have the bed, and then inside, I'm gonna take this top off so we can see it a little bit better. That nightstand. So that is crazy. They, again, just the small detail they add to these sets really make it just that much better. I've said this a million times in each of my bag reviews, so you know what I'm getting at. But again, like a little nightstand, even like a little area here for like what it would be where you keep extra things, like a real nightstand, and then even a little lamp. I'll put the roof back on, and then we will get this. Oh man, just knocking things over here. Let's put that back. Put the roof back on. There we go. So one thing is that it's not the most stable to lift up and down. So I will tell you, if you can kind of see this, it's barely holding on. So this is not something that I think that you should be picking up and down on a regular basis. Honestly, I might try to find a base plate for this that would fit the whole thing. That might be kind of tough. I don't know how I'd really get it down secure, but I do want to do something just because I'm kind of afraid to pick it up and down on a regular basis. Let's back this up a little bit. And then we'll get up to the full story there. There we go. I will say that they kind of tried to add this a little bit more stable by this little Technic piece here. So probably prevent some of that little like sliding feature that you get. And that video, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. I have a little delay on the GoPro to my phone, so it's every once in a while a little tough to display it completely accurately. But side to side, really impressed with this set. You guys have heard it from bag 1 to bag 6. You've seen me put each one of these little modulars together, how they've come together. There's not a whole lot to say about each one of them, but the final look is really good. Like I'm very impressed. This is my first one of these. This might be bad because I'm gonna probably want to start getting more, and these aren't the cheapest, so we'll have to see. I think the biggest problem for me is just where I'm gonna put it. I have like no room for these kind of sets right now, but I do plan on getting an additional like bookshelf slash something kind of like this over here. If you guys can see it, it's kind of dark in that corner, but that does allow me for ample more room. And I'm gonna put it over in this corner of my basement. Basement's still got a little bit of cleaning up to do, but in general, it comes with time. I don't know if you guys have this set or if you've done some of the different builds. If you have, tag me in it. Let me know. Put it on my Instagram. Put it on my YouTube. I'll definitely check it out. I want to see what the other builds look like, especially that street view. Like I said in the box review, I really want to see what that looks like, especially that little like cable car. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh man, guys, I almost forgot the hot dog cart. My bad on that, guys. That's my fault. Build process, not overly difficult, guys. Honestly, it's probably one of the more simple builds I've done. Nothing really super duper tough. It's just putting bricks on top of bricks. There's no real difficult to this. So like if you have some younger kids, I know the box says like, I think it's like 9+, so yeah, I mean a 9-year-old could easily put this together. Honestly, I think I've kind of covered it all, guys. I think this is a good, solid build. It looks great. There's obviously definitely better modulars. There's definitely better creators out there, especially some of the creator experts. I know there's one, the garage set. Can't think of the actual name for it, but a lot of the guys I follow on Instagram and on YouTube have it, and it's probably going to be one of my next sets. I am running really low, as we all know. it is getting tough to get Legos in the United States. So we'll have to see and wait for some new sets to come out. But you guys have a good one. Video all wrapped up. Enjoy the day.